In just a couple of weeks, specifically December the 2nd, 2024, the Spanish government is going to start collecting more than just your passport details. We're talking credit card numbers, bank details, even who you're traveling with. This is why lots of newspapers all over across Europe are calling this the Big Brother law. Beyond all those flashy headlines, what's really going on here? I studied the law and I'm here to give you the answers to the main questions you might have. I live in the coast, so let's record some scenes outside.
My name is Juan Bertomeu, and I'm a legal and tax advisor. I work alongside my father, a lawyer with more than 30 years of experience. We specialize in conveyancing, basically due diligence when people are buying or selling homes. First thing you gotta know, this law only affects tourists. So don't worry if you own a property in Spain. And another interesting thing is that this law could be illegal and therefore challenged in court. But we'll get to that later in the video. The first question I would have if I were you would be, what is this law about? Up until today, if you were staying in a hotel, it didn't matter if you were a local or a foreigner. You just have to give your passport. I would bore you if I had to tell you all the new data that you have to give in starting from December the 2nd. That's why you're seeing it on the screen right now. The thing is that it's not only affecting hotels anymore. Also, when you're renting an Airbnb, renting a car, a lot of different activities. They are all required to report this stuff. And here is where it gets controversial. In some cases, you'd also have to inform about the people you're traveling with or you're sharing room or property with. And it doesn't stop here. Let's go to the bank details. You have to inform whether you're paying in cash or card. And if you're paying with card, you have to give the number, expiration date, IBAN, basically all the information. So who's collecting this information? Well, it's not the cops anymore. Up until today, they were the ones getting the information from hotels and car rentals. But now, it's all going straight to the big boys. What are the big boys? The Secretaría de Estado de Seguridad, which is part of El Ministerio de Interior. I checked it, and the equivalent in English would be Home Office. But please, correct me if I'm wrong. No other country in the EU or North America asks for this much information. They're just happy to see what's on your ID. That's it. Sure, they might as well ask for the credit card, but that's just to make sure that you made the reservation, not to give the information to the authorities. Let's take France, for example. It's the biggest destination in the world, just ahead of Spain. Over there, hotels keep the information for 6 months. That's it. And even then, they don't hand it over to the police the information automatically, only if they ask for it. How does the Spanish government justify this? Wait a second, it's dark already. I think it's a good moment to remind you that if you're liking this video, make sure you're subscribed and you hit the like button. It helps a lot.
In their words, the biggest threats to public security right now are transnational terrorism and organized crime. They say the criminals are using places like hotels, short-term rentals, and car hires to operate. And with everything going digital, it's getting harder to track. So the Spanish government wants to tighten the grip, make sure they can keep an eye on everything. And get this, Spain's current regulations on guest registration, they date back to 1959. Yeah, more than 60 years old. The government says these rules are outdated, that they don't cover things like Airbnb or online bookings. So they're bringing in new rules to make sure all this information, whether you're booking online or offline, gets to the authorities.
According to some experts, Spain's new law might be pushing the boundaries of the EU's General Data Protection Regulation, the so-called GDPR. One of the core principles of this law is the data minimization, meaning that you can only collect what's absolutely necessary. But what's Spain doing? They are asking for a lot more. Some people are saying,
hey, that's too much.
It could open up risks like data breaches or misuse of information. So yeah, there are real chances that this law could be walking a fine line, maybe even crossing it.
Another reason why this law could be illegal is Article 18 of the Spanish Constitution. It's part of the fundamental rights, meaning it's got the highest level of protection. And in the first point of this article, it says that the right to honor, personal and family privacy, and your own image is guaranteed.
Now, it could be very easy to argue that this new law violates personal privacy. So don't be surprised if down the road, maybe next year, maybe in 2 years, lawsuits are starting to be filed claiming this law is unconstitutional. It might happen. Keep your eyes open, and if you're coming to Spain, make sure you know what you're signing up for. If you like this video, I would highly appreciate if you share it with your friends on social media, Instagram, Facebook, whatever. Hit the like button, all those things really help me. And hey, if you got any questions about conveyancing, tax advising for non-residents, feel free to contact me. I'll put you in touch with my father, but I promise, no strings attached. We've got offices in Moraira and Denia, Costa Blanca, Alicante, beautiful place to live or to spend some holidays. I forgot to say it, we offer our services all across Spain. I'm Daniel Bertomeu, I hope you liked it, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching.